Imagine a life where everything you want becomes possible. A life where you're financially secure, happy, and surrounded by a loving family. Sounds like a dream, right? But for some people, this isn't just a dream, it's their reality. They've figured out a few secrets to success that help them reach their goals and build a life they love. In this summary, we'll dive into the stories of people who transformed their lives. Have you ever wondered what it takes to really live your dream life? You're about to discover the simple habits and ideas that help these individuals succeed. And the best part? By the end of this summary, you'll have a success formula that you can start using in your own life. Imagine being able to set goals, create a clear plan, and take action with confidence. Picture knowing exactly how to face your weaknesses and turn challenges into chances to grow. By the end of this summary, you'll know how to set and achieve your goals, no matter what obstacles come your way. This isn't just about motivation. It's about real steps toward a fresh start. You'll learn how to let go of past mistakes and focus on what you can do today to create a brighter future. Whether you're looking to make progress in your career, improve relationships, or grow personally, this summary will give you the tools to get started. So, if you're ready to leave your limits behind and step into the life you've always wanted, let's dive in. Together, we'll explore the secrets that can turn your dreams into reality. Hopelessly saddled. Many people have immense potential, but they don't know how to use it. They lock themselves up in their minds, dwelling on past mistakes and only daydreaming about the future. Instead of taking action, they stay stuck in this cycle. These are often the same people who were harshly criticized as children. This early criticism shaped their confidence, and as adults, they struggle to trust themselves. They try to appear brave, but inside, they feel fragile. This chapter is for those individuals who feel held back by their fears and insecurities. Their hesitation to take risks isn't their fault. Often, strict or overprotective parents impose limits that prevent children from trying new things. These restrictions may make them overly cautious in adulthood, afraid of failure, and reluctant to pursue their ambitions. Hearing names like Bill Gates can make some people feel overwhelmed by the idea of success. However, it's essential to remember that you don't have to be the world's most successful person. Success is about making progress in your life, achieving goals, and becoming better than you were yesterday. The first step is to identify what's holding you back. These saddles are the influences, past experiences, and fears that keep you from moving forward. Consider the example of Arthur. He was incredibly talented, but carried a lot of insecurities. He constantly dreamed about the future, but rarely took real action. His situation reminded the author George of his own struggles growing up. Arthur approached George for guidance. Dressed in a striking red outfit, Arthur wanted to project a powerful image. But when asked, he admitted he wore bright colors to be taken seriously, even though he actually preferred black. He was trying to cover up his insecurities with an image of confidence. Arthur worked as an insurance salesman, though it wasn't his dream job. He was constantly switching jobs, hoping to find one that felt right. Despite being highly intelligent and skilled in web design, golf, and painting, he had only managed to attend a local university. Afterward, he joined the National Service, then studied communications. He dreamed of moving to the United States, but couldn't secure a green card, so he remained in Singapore, still searching for the perfect career fit. After trying various jobs, Arthur decided to work for himself, borrowing money from his father to start a web design business. Yet, after a year, he realized it wasn't the right path for him. Then, he grew interested in real estate after seeing a friend succeed as an agent. Arthur decided to give it a shot, but couldn't pass the licensing exam. Frustrated, he resumed his job search, looking for something that matched his potential. Many people are like Arthur. They feel lost, burdened by fears, insecurities, and a sense of being trapped. They're searching for a way to succeed and use their full potential. In the chapters ahead, we'll explore how to overcome these limitations and unlock your true potential step by step. Red marks to flying colors. Sometimes all it takes to succeed is a bit of positive encouragement. If you grew up in a strict household, you might remember hearing things like, "You're good for nothing," or "You'll never amount to anything." Such words can weigh you down, making you feel like you don't have what it takes. But when someone believes in you, it can spark a change, motivating you to put in more effort and aim higher. The author, George, remembers his first day of school. He was thrilled, expecting a fun day, but was surprised to see many children crying. Then in class, the teacher asked everyone to write the alphabet. George didn't know how, and his classmates mocked him. At lunch, he craved noodles and ice cream, but realized he couldn't afford them. He was struck by a new understanding. While he thought everyone around him was poor, he realized there were people both wealthier and poorer than his family. George's father often treated him harshly, even more so than his siblings, considering him bad luck. This constant negativity weighed on George, and by the age of 8, he joined a gang. He began using foul language, stealing, and fighting. Most of his gang friends didn't make it past middle school, and they drifted apart. During this time, George met a physical education teacher who changed his life. This teacher would share inspiring stories of great figures like Muhammad Ali, and would sometimes call George a strong boy. These positive words made a lasting impact on him. Encouraged by these remarks, George decided to leave the gang and work on being a better person. Soon, his grades improved, and he even became a top student. The following year, his classmates chose him as the class monitor, which boosted his confidence and helped him realize his leadership potential. George started dating a girl named Rachel, who planned to study in the United States and invited him to join her. She even offered him financial help, but George declined, as his mother disapproved. Instead, he chose to attend a local college where he pursued commerce. However, in his first year, he failed in math, receiving his first ever 0. This failure made him feel the need to toughen up, and he considered joining the Navy. But a friend named Diana offered to help him with math, and he agreed. Coming from a large family, George often stayed late at college to study. When the principal found out, he disapproved, forcing George to follow a strict routine of going to bed at 7 p.m. and waking up at 2 a.m. to study at home. This took a toll on his mental health, and people began suspecting he was using drugs due to his appearance. Despite the struggles, George joined the Navy and continued to improve academically. He started studying personal management, a subject he enjoyed, and later pursued a master's degree in human resources. Although the course was challenging, he persevered and graduated with good marks, making his mother proud. The lesson: to bring positivity into your life, surround yourself with positive people who uplift and encourage you. The more you see yourself progressing, the more motivated you'll be to keep improving. With the right influences, you can achieve your goals and become the best version of yourself. The Success 6 Formula. Successful people aren't all the same. Some struggle to recover from failure, while others bounce back even stronger, achieving greater success. What makes the difference? In this chapter, you'll learn about a formula designed to help you succeed every time. This formula is called PRAISE, which stands for Prize Dream, Rules, Analysis, Invincibility, Strategy, and Excellence. Before diving into how praise works, it's essential to understand the saddle effect, which can keep you from moving forward. SADDLE stands for self-pity, arrogance, distractions, daydreams, laziness, and exaggerated fear. These are mental traps that hold people back from reaching their full potential. The first element of praise is prize dream. This isn't just any dream, but one you're willing to work hard for, even through tough times. A prize dream motivates you and keeps you focused, especially when things get challenging. It should be realistic enough not to feel overwhelming. For example, if you're failing in a class, aim first to pass the next exam before setting a goal to excel. Setting achievable goals provides the motivation you need to keep moving forward. The second element is rules. Many people get caught up in internal and external rules they impose on themselves, often leading to unproductive habits. To truly succeed, follow 5 essential rules. 1. Be unique, stand out from the crowd. 2. Make thoughtful decisions. 3. Take control of your life. 4. Never give up on your dreams. 5. Accept responsibility for your actions. Next is analysis. This step involves identifying your strengths and weaknesses so you can work on them. For example, by evaluating your current reading habits, you can choose books that better align with your future goals and personal growth. The fourth element is invincibility. The belief in your own ability to succeed. Self-confidence is vital. Without it, achieving anything becomes much harder. You need to believe you're capable of reaching your goals, no matter the obstacles. The fifth element is strategy. A successful strategy is built on a solid foundation. Review, examine, and evaluate your steps regularly. Discipline is key here. Before putting your strategy into action, make sure you have the focus and commitment to stick with it. Finally, the sixth element is excellence. Our minds are powerful tools. If you believe you'll succeed, your chances of succeeding increase significantly. Studies show that 95% of people who try something new succeed. The problem is that most people are afraid to start. The solution? Start small. Take Linda's story, for instance. She struggled with a severe addiction, taking 27 pills a day. She reached out to a therapist, Bill O'Hanlon, for help. But after finding his suggestions too costly, she decided to tackle her addiction on her own. She started small, by reducing her intake by half a pill daily. Though challenging, these tiny steps added up, and within 8 months, Linda was completely free of her addiction. Linda's journey shows the power of taking small, manageable steps. If you want to use the praise formula, remember to start with achievable goals. By aiming for small wins, you'll build confidence and momentum, steadily moving toward your dreams. Success Unlimited. No one can succeed in everything, but there is one way to experience unlimited success: by learning a variety of skills. Some people might not excel in academics, but still manage to create remarkable business models and achieve great things. In life, it's essential to aim for success in multiple areas. That way, even if you fail in one, you still have other paths to achieve success. Many people put all their energy into mastering a single skill, which is admirable. However, while they may achieve professional success, their personal lives often suffer as a result. Take Eugene Kelly, for example. As the chairman of a major U.S. corporation, he was incredibly powerful and respected, reaching a point where he felt like he was on top of the world. In early 2005, however, Eugene received devastating news. He was diagnosed with brain cancer, and doctors told him he would likely not survive the year. Being a successful CEO is no easy feat, and Eugene had a packed schedule with work commitments lined up for the next 18 months. He worked long hours, often late into the night and on weekends, even at the cost of missing important moments in his daughter's life. Reflecting on the past decade, he realized he'd only had lunch with his wife twice, sacrificing family time for his demanding career. After his diagnosis, Eugene decided to change his priorities. Instead of focusing solely on work, he began spending more time with his family and even started writing a book. Tragically, he passed away in September 2005, just as the doctors had predicted. He didn't get to finish his book, so his wife wrote the final chapter for him. Sometimes, it takes something as powerful as facing death to remind even the most successful people to reconsider their priorities. Finding balance in life is crucial. You need to define what success means to you personally, following your own values and rules. Don't let society dictate your choices, as what works for others may not work for you. Define success on your own terms and live a life that truly reflects what you value most. Famous failures. Many famous people didn't complete their education, yet they went on to achieve remarkable success. These individuals had to leave school, often because of poverty or challenging circumstances. But they were far from lacking in intelligence or ability. At the top of this list is Bill Gates. While many think of him as a dropout, the truth is a bit different. Gates didn't leave university because he failed or couldn't keep up. He left by choice to pursue a business opportunity with his friend. Instead of finishing his studies, he decided to start a business. A decision that eventually led to the creation of Microsoft Corporation. His choice to leave Harvard was calculated, and history shows it was the right one. Today, he is a billionaire and one of the most influential figures in technology. Gates certainly wasn't lacking in academic potential. His SAT scores were so high that he gained admission to Harvard University, one of the world's most prestigious institutions, placing him in the top 0.1% of students. Another inspiring example is Michael Dell, founder of Dell Computers, which today has one of the largest global computer bases. In 2016, Forbes magazine named him one of the world's 12 wealthiest people. In school, one of Dell's teachers told him he wouldn't amount to much. Despite not being seen as a top student, he got into the University of Texas and started on a path to becoming a doctor. But soon after, he launched his own computer company. Michael Dell wasn't a failure. He was a natural entrepreneur from a young age. Both he and Bill Gates chose to leave formal education to focus on building their businesses. They defined success on their terms and developed strategies to achieve it. If academics haven't been your strong suit, don't let that define you. Success isn't measured by a single standard. Define what success means for you, create a strategy, and start working toward your dreams. There's no one path to greatness. Yours can be as unique as your aspirations. Be inspired. When you hear about people who have achieved great success, you might have one of two reactions. You could think they were just lucky and compare your situation to theirs, blaming your circumstances for why you can't be like them. Or you could choose to be inspired by their stories. If you look closely, you'll see that people in the past often faced even greater hardships than we do today. Yet, they achieved success with far fewer resources. Today, we have unlimited access to books, information, and even the possibility of starting a business from home with minimal money. Success is now more accessible than ever. Consider Benjamin Franklin, one of the most brilliant minds in history. He excelled in science, invention, and leadership, but his start in life was anything but easy. Growing up in a large poor family, Franklin couldn't afford formal education. He spent only half a year in grammar school, and although he was a gifted student promoted straight to the second year, he had to leave school due to financial difficulties. Franklin later enrolled in a private school, where he learned to read and write, but struggled with math. He left school and never returned. However, he loved reading, and whenever he had extra money, he bought books. At 21, he started a young men's organization to study and socialize, laying the groundwork for his intellectual pursuits. Eventually, Franklin founded the American Philosophical Society, a group that connected intellectuals worldwide. He was passionate about personal growth and self-development, and many of his inventions were inspired by the groups he created. Even in his 80s, Franklin continued to innovate. He invented the long arm, a tool for retrieving books from high shelves, and bifocal lenses to help people read. His creativity and passion for learning never faded, despite the struggles he faced early in life. As you can see, Franklin encountered many obstacles, including the inability to complete his formal education. Yet, he became one of the most creative minds in history. Let his story inspire you to pursue your passions with determination. You too can follow the praise formula. Identify the things holding you back, confront them, and define success on your terms. You don't need to follow society's rules. Instead, create your own and set your mind on achieving limitless success. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep moving forward. Conclusion. Throughout this journey, you've learned about the key elements that can help you unlock your full potential and achieve lasting success. First, you discovered that the things holding you back are often the same things, stopping you from reaching your full potential. Recognizing and overcoming these obstacles is essential to growth. Second, to live a successful and fulfilling life, positive reinforcement is crucial. Surround yourself with people who encourage and support your ambitions, creating a positive environment that fuels your progress. Third, you learned about the praise formula, a roadmap to success. You explored how to set meaningful prize dreams, follow productive rules, analyze your progress, build an unshakable belief in yourself, invincibility, implement a disciplined strategy, and strive for excellence. Fourth, you understood the importance of taking baby steps when applying the praise formula. Your goals shouldn't intimidate you. Instead, start small and build confidence with achievable steps. Fifth, if you ever doubt your ability to succeed due to your circumstances, Remember famous failures like Bill Gates, who, despite leaving college, went on to become a billionaire. These stories remind us that traditional paths aren't the only routes to success. Finally, you've learned to draw inspiration from others' success stories without comparing yourself to them. Instead, focus on forging your own path, defining success in a way that's meaningful to you. If you have big dreams, following the praise formula can guide you there. Start with small steps, trust in your abilities, and develop a clear, firm strategy to achieve your goals. With determination and belief in yourself, there's no limit to what you can accomplish. Thank you for listening to this summary of Success Secrets by George Tan. I hope the ideas and lessons shared here inspire you on your own path to success. Remember, success isn't a single destination, but a journey shaped by the choices we make, the goals we set, and the growth we pursue. This book offers more than just strategies. It's about empowering you to create your own success story. If you enjoyed this summary, please like, share, and subscribe to Audiobook 101 for more inspiring book summaries. Let's keep learning and growing together. See you in the next audiobook summary.